Va, 3, 2, 1.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the Omni Hotel here in beautiful San Diego, California. This is boxing. This is Top Rank, presented by Hall of Fame boxing promoter, Mr. Bob Arum. It all goes down Friday. I'm sorry, I'm so accustomed to saying Saturday. It is a Friday night fight, Friday, October 15th. All fights on ESPN Plus, beginning at 5:30 Pacific time. We have a stacked card and coming off an incredible weekend in Las Vegas. It continues here in San Diego on Friday night. The undercard featuring 2016 Mexican Olympian Lindolfo Delgado, junior lightweight showdown between Henry LeBron and Manuel Rey Rojas, bantamweight prospect Floyd Cashflow Diaz, middleweight prospect Javier Martinez, and the pro debut of 6'9" heavyweight Antonio El Gigante Moreles. An unbelievable undercard, again, beginning at 5:30 Pacific time on ESPN Plus. All fights on ESPN Plus. The co-main and our featured attraction, the main event, sitting with me on stage. The co-main scheduled for 10 rounds in the welterweight division. San Diego's hometown hero, the 27-0 Giovanni Santiago, against hard-charging Mexican contender Angel Ruiz. And then our main event, the WBO Featherweight World Championship. The title is on the line. The champ, VAQUERO Navarrete, against Southern California's top contender, JOET González. Let's just get right into it because I love these press conferences. It's an opportunity to peek behind the curtain. The co-main, the main event, on the stage with me. Let's just jump in. Let's start with our co-main. Giovanni, you grew up right around the corner from where we are right now. Co-feature on ESPN Plus. What does it mean to you to be fighting on this card?
This means a lot. You know, it's what we've worked so hard for, you know, all my life. And my dad and I have always talked about, you know, having these big shows here in San Diego and representing, you know, our city.
Everybody who comes to Vegas, if anybody lives in Vegas, we're constantly getting blown up. Hey man, can you give me tickets to Cirque du Soleil? Can you give me tickets to a hockey game, a football game, the fight? What's it been like for you this week with the phone calls and the ticket requests? Have that been a distraction, or are you focused and ready to go?
No, we're focused. You know, I'm lucky, you know, to have a huge support system. I got my friends and my family, and they haven't really been asking for free tickets or anything. If anything, they're letting me know, hey, I bought tickets. We bought this month tickets. We're going to come out and support you.
That's fantastic. I'm going to come over here to you, Mr. Ruiz. Huge win on your last fight over Romanov. What's the biggest change you made coming off of that big win?
Yeah, well, I was working with my team, Manny, Estrella, and Matias, and I was watching the fight. Santiago is a great fighter, and I know that, and I think it's going to be a great fight, and you guys can miss this fight.
You mentioned Manny, and I want to talk about it for a second because of the big changes. What's it been like under his tutelage now?
I learned a lot. I learned a lot. He's a great coach. You know, he was training also the players and Ruiz, and I learned a lot.
You actually had the chance to spar against your opponent, and you made the comment, I read that you guys had here. He was rude, or there was some comments back and forth. Talk about that for a second.
Oh, he was a great fighter. He's a great fighter too. So I'm a great fighter too. So he was great.
No ill will, no hate spread there during that sparring session? No? What about you? What do you remember from that sparring session? Because that doesn't happen very often where, you know, we see guys face off and they maybe sparred recently.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how many years ago. It may have been like 3-4 years ago that we sparred. Good sparring session, you know, we just went about 5 rounds. Good hard sparring session. But I'm not judging him off of that sparring session or his past fights. We're working hard, working for the best version of him. And I'm bringing the best version of myself.
What was your impression of his last fight? He had a big win over Romanov. What did you think?
I think it was a good win. You know, I think he made some adjustments in that fight.
When I look down at the card beside your name, it's you can't miss the 27 now. You know, it goes without saying. I look at cards of other fighters all the time, and I see a record like that. Potential title shot coming up. Is that?
Yeah, that's what we're looking forward to. Hopefully after this fight. Most importantly is this fight and to go out there and show the world that I'm here in the welterweight division. I'm ready to make some noise. And, but then the next step after that, hopefully get closer.
And you spent most of your life right across the border here, growing up in Tijuana, spending a lot of time. This has got to feel pretty cool to come here now and be the co-feature on this bout sheet.
Well, literally, I was living my life in TJ and like San Diego, I know San Diego. I was living for a year here in Toulouse, and after I moved to LA, because my dad is from LA. Yeah, I know him, and I have a lot of people right here because it's important.
You're excited and ready to go.
I'm very excited. Yeah, it's a good fight.
This is going to be fantastic.
I can't believe it. It's my opportunity.
Last message to your family and friends. That's how we started the conversation. What does this week mean to you? Fight week is a special time, but here to have this in basically your backyard.
Yeah, it's very special. You know, for me to be fighting here in San Diego. I grew up really close by here, and to all my friends and family that are coming out, I expect the best version of myself coming over there.
All right, listen, gentlemen, I'm going to get on to the main event, but before we do that, I'm going to ask you both to put your mics down on your chairs and come down front here for your first face-off of the week. This is our co-main event, ladies and gentlemen. 10 rounds in the welterweight division. 27-0 Giovanni Santillan. Angel Ruiz, 10 rounds in the welterweight division. Guys, thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, they're sitting right beside me. It is our main event. It is the WBO featherweight champion beside me, Emmanuel Navarrete. After 2 fights of Guardy off stage here, will translate for me. After 2 fights as a featherweight, how do you feel you've grown into this new class?
Me siento bastante fuerte, creo que ha habido unos cambios en el cuerpo, físicamente me siento estupendo y creo que la edición me ha sentado bastante bien.
I feel very strong. You know, like I've seen changes in my body for the best, and I think this division is better.
Joe, I want to come to you. This is your second now opportunity at a title shot. First of all, congratulations. Temperament differences that we're going to see now that this is your second opportunity at a title.
Second opportunity, I feel very fortunate. But I'm ready. I'm still hungry. I've always been hungry. I've been really hard, and I'm just ready for the fight.
What did you take away from the loss to Shakur the most? What do you take away from that fight that maybe gives you an advantage, an edge, or a different mindset coming into this battle?
Sometimes it's just not your night. I work hard and train hard for every fight. I don't take nobody lightly. It just simply wasn't my night. I rebounded with a win over Baraggia, and I think I showed the public that I'm here to fight the best in the world.
Absolutely. Coming back to the champ, what challenges does Mr. Gonzalez present in this fight?
¿Qué retos piensas tú que te presenta JOET González en esta pelea?
¿Cómo que?
¿Qué retos?
Ok, no, pues yo creo que va a ser difícil pelea. Obviamente estamos del lado de Joe, pues estamos peleando cerca de donde él reside. Yo creo que eso lo va a motivar mucho y aparte pues viene por su segunda oportunidad por conseguir el mundial. Yo creo que eso le suma más importancia y pues para él más motivación. Yo creo que eso es parte fundamental para él y esperemos que sea una excelente pelea. Sin mencionar que Joe es un peleador fuerte, siempre se caracteriza por ir hacia adelante y ir tras el rival y eso eso siempre es complicado para cualquier peleador.
I think this is going to be a tough fight. He's a tough opponent. We're basically fighting in his hometown, closer to where he lives. And without a doubt, he's a great fighter. He always comes forward. And like I said, he's a great fighter. I expect a tough fight.
I think everybody's excited about this one at home. Another question for the champ. There's been a lot of discussion about you moving up to 130. How much longer do you see yourself staying here at featherweight?
Se ha hablado de que podría subir a 180. ¿Cuánto tiempo piensas más que estaría acá en la división?
Oh, la verdad no es algo que considere de momento. Yo creo que si bien ha habido comentarios y todo eso, yo creo que estamos ahorita en un momento muy importante para mi carrera. Ahorita quiero enfocarme más en la pelea con Joel y de salir adelante de esto, pues ya tenemos mucho tiempo para planear lo que podría venir, ¿no? Es complicado desde el momento de si subo o no. Yo creo que no hay como tanto interés en subir de
Moving up is not something that I can consider right now. I'm just focused right now in the fight with Joel, and then after this fight, I could consider. What I have heard is like comments, not actually thinking about moving up.
I like that answer. So, I like the question too, but transparent. I want to come back over here to you. He's been on your radar for a minute, and I asked him the question, what are the challenges that he presents in this fight? It's a title fight, never easy.
No, it's not easy fight, it's a tough fight. Navarrete has a style that's very unique, very hard to figure out, and that's why he's a champion. That's why he's a champion. But like I said, I train really hard, and I'm on Thursday, and I'm planning on moving Friday night with that belt.
Why do you say that? Because I wanted to ask my next question. What would it mean to you to walk away with the belt in a fight just a couple hours down the road from where you grew up?
I mean, it's everything of my childhood dream, I've always wanted to be a world champion. That's why I started boxing at the beginning, and that's the plan. To bring that belt back home.
Fireworks, Friday night fireworks.
Exactly.
Champ, a message to your fans back home.
No, pues agradecerle mucho que siempre me han apoyado en todo momento de mi carrera, en la parte que he hecho aquí en Estados Unidos. Me siento contento de que la gente haya respondido bastante bien y pues espero que esta pelea no me abandone, pues que se acerquen a apoyarme. Estoy también contento de que seamos cerca de las fronteras, yo creo que puede asistir más gente y sin duda alguna pues una excelente pelea, ¿no? Yo creo que me voy a brindar al 100%, vengo preparado para todo esto y digo, me quedo con el agradecimiento 100% de que siempre me apoyan.
I want to thank everyone for the support that they have given me since I started my career in the US. Also, I'm very happy that the fight was close to Tijuana because that way fans from where I'm from can come to fight. And like always, I'm going to give it all in the ring. And I'm just very happy for the support that they always give.
It's going to be a fantastic atmosphere at the Pechanga Arena Friday night. Joe, one last question. Of all the professions on the planet, you chose to be a fighter. What does it mean to you to be top of the game, title fight, Friday night, San Diego fighter?
It's just something that I've always, I was going to be ever since I was little. Since I was watching boxing with my dad, there was something like that every Friday night. Just boxing overall. I chose that lifestyle. I chose boxing, and I always knew I was going to be, at the top, and Friday night, all that I need to do is get that belt.
Unbelievable. I want to ask the same question to the champ. What does it mean to him to be a professional fighter and champion of the world?
¿Qué significa para ti ser un peleador profesional y ahora un campeón mundial también?
Yo creo que hay muchas cosas importantes que pues encierran el título mundial. El ser profesional fue parte importante también, pero llegar a ser campeón mundial ha desatado muchas cosas buenas en mi carrera y en mi vida personal. Estoy muy agradecido de poder llegar a este nivel y yo creo que sigue siendo para mí un reto ir trascendiendo y también ir consiguiendo cosas nuevas.
There's a lot of things that the title signifies. It means a lot to me. After I became champion, in my personal life, in my professional life. But also I want to keep improving and becoming a better champion. So it's also a challenge for me to keep moving forward every single time.
I want to thank all four of you gentlemen for spending time with us today. It's truly an honor and a privilege for us to be in this room, and for me personally to sit on the stage with you guys. So, Joet, Champ, I'm going to ask you to please leave your microphones on the chairs, and let's have a face-off for the first time. This is our main event, which takes place Friday, October 15th, the Pachanga Arena here in San Diego, California. The WBO Featherweight Championship is on the line. The champion, VAQUERO NAVARRETE, against Southern California's top contender, JOET GONZÁLEZ. All fights on ESPN Plus, beginning at 5:30 Pacific. Again, the WBO Featherweight Championship Award, Friday night from San Diego, California, 5:30 Pacific on ESPN Plus. As always, this is boxing. This is Top Rank. We'll see you tomorrow for the weigh-ins.